Hey you guys, how's it going? I'm pretty tired, but I'm gonna try to power through this breakdown. So today we're gonna be talking about
Okay, what scripts we got here? What does he got? What does he got? That sounds terrible. Let's see. KH1 summons. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Hey you guys, today does he really write that? Does he write "Hey you guys" on every script? You just need to say hi. Hey you guys, today we're going to be looking at the summons from Kingdom Hearts 1. This was an interesting mechanic that lets you summon various Disney characters that aid you in battle. Depending on how much MP you have, the summon gauge will also change, so the higher your MP, the higher your summon gauge. Also, in the non-final mix version, the summon menu was actually accessed from the magic menu rather than being its own option in the command menu like in the final mix version. Simba is received by getting the Earthshine gem from Leon. When Sora summons Simba, he holds his free hand over his heart, causing a flash of light. This happens for all the summon animations, so I'm not pointing it out every time. I'm not doing that, it's too much work. Sora grabs the Keyblade with both hands as he holds it up above his head and thrusts it forward. This causes a burst of light to flash at the end of the Keyblade as Sora turns the key and whips it around before pointing upwards. Light swirls up around Sora before forming into Simba, who takes a step forward and roars from atop Pride Rock. The animation at the beginning is actually referenced at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 when Sora summons a dream portal from Xehanort, which is actually a reference to when he does it in the Dream Drop Distance opening, which is a reference to Kingdom Hearts 1. Isn't that crazy? Look at that continuity. Look at it's all connecting the dots. Anyways, this summon's probably the simplest one mechanics-wise. You have a command called Charge Up, which will change to Proud Roar and is stronger the longer you charge it up. The attack is a burst of energy right in front of Simba. The color and size of the energy burst will change depending on how long you the color changes? Well, I didn't know the color changes. This guy got a good script. No, I can't be nice to you in a video. I never noticed that the color changed until I wrote about this. The first level is a pinkish color. The second level is the same color, but just with a bigger size. Third level is a red circle. The fourth level will be the same pinkish color, though the burst of energy is much bigger. That's very big. Look how big that energy is. Good job, Simba. What a great sub. You're good for like you're good for like one room. We use you in one room at the end of the game. That one room that everyone hates. That's what you're best for. When Simba attacks, a dome of energy will appear around him as fire swirls around him. Sora will hold his Keyblade back behind himself as light shines from the edge. Every level you charge up will cause a flash of light to indicate that you went a level higher. When you use Proud Roar, Sora will slice upwards. When Simba's summon gauge is depleted, he will disappear in swirling light like the beginning of the summon. Oh, Genie, the best summon. Genie is received after completing the Agrabah world. When Sora summons Genie, stars circle up around him as he holds the Keyblade forward and twists it. Sora throws the Keyblade up into the air, spinning it as it flashes with light. When he catches it, magic shoots out from the Keyblade like fireworks. It's like a reference to in Aladdin when the lamp just starts going nuts and starts shooting that magic. It's like pew pew pew. The Keyblade flips out of his hands again and magic bursts out from it, revealing Genie from within the magic cloud. Sora and Genie high five before he moves behind Sora. The Genie summon works by targeting enemies. Genie's face will appear on the lock-on reticle to show who will be targeted. The Showtime command will appear, which when triggered will randomly select 3 from a set of 6 attacks. These are Thunder, Gravity, and Stop. The other 3 are magic shots that Genie will shoot out with his fingers. The first is a stun shot, and it is a yellow magic bullet. This will, of course, stun the enemy. The second one is called Blowing Shot and is a pink magic bullet. I'm not exactly sure what this one does, though I assume it just does more damage than his usual shots. The last attack is called Continuous Shot, which has Genie shooting out multiple blue magic bullets at the enemies. You got fully automatic Genie. Sora will jump into the air and point forward with his Keyblade when you trigger Showtime. Does he jump automatically? Genie will disappear in magic smoke at the end of the summon, much like at the beginning of the summon, how he appeared. It's like Simba, continuity, right? Connecting the dots. Dumbo is received by gaining the Water Gleam gem inside Monstrum. The summon animation shows Sora raising his Keyblade upwards as purple and yellow light circle above in the sky. Sora twists the Keyblade, causing a burst of light and summoning Dumbo down. Dumbo shoots down covered in a water shield that bursts out when he gets close to the ground. Sora flips up over Dumbo, shrinking down and landing on his hat. You cannot take damage during this summon and your MP will slowly drain down, draining even faster if you use the Splash command. Splash shoots out a constant stream of water that damages enemies and pushes them back. Dumbo can float upwards if you hold circle, and he can go back down to the ground by holding square. When Dumbo is dismissed, he will disappear in a stream of bubbles as Sora flips and grows back to normal size. Tinkerbell is received after completing the Neverland world. The summon animation shows Sora spinning the Keyblade in front of himself before holding it upright, turning it, causing a flash of light from the edge of it. A single light twists around the Keyblade, revealing Tinkerbell. She flies around before booping Sora on the nose. Tinkerbell is unique in that your party members do not disappear and there is no summon gauge for her. She'll follow Sora around and heal him every couple of seconds. The effect is a flash of light followed by red and yellow sparkles circling up around you. If you die while Tinkerbell is summoned, you'll get a full revive and Tinkerbell will be dismissed. When she is dismissed, she'll rise up and disappear into pixie dust. You didn't believe in her hard enough. That's what happened. You didn't believe in her and she's gone now. Good job. Bambi is received by gaining the Nature Spark gem, which you get after finding the first set of torn pages for the Winnie the Pooh book. Sora holds his Keyblade down towards the ground before turning it, creating a flash of light. He spins and slices his Keyblade up, throwing out a drop of magic that creates a ripple in the ground. Flower petals circle a dome of magic before Bambi appears and starts prancing around Sora. Bambi doesn't have any commands actually, he'll just prance around the battlefield, drop MP orbs around you. He will teleport to you if you're too far away. Defeating enemies will make Bambi drop more orbs and will also fill the charge gauge. When it is fully charged, Bambi will jump high into the sky, dropping a special item. This changes depending on what world you're in. If you can fill the gauge 3 times before the summon gauge is depleted, Bambi will drop a special synthesis material for each world. When Bambi is dismissed, he will flip forward as light envelops him. Mushu is received by gaining the Fire Glow gem after defeating Dragon Maleficent. Dragon from a dragon. It's connecting the dots. Kingdom Hearts, reconnect. Sora will whip the Keyblade around himself before spinning it in his hands. As it's spinning above his head, Sora catches it and thrusts it straight down into the ground, pushing out a shockwave. Sora will then turn the Keyblade, causing dark smoke to appear around it. Dragon will appear in the smoke. Oh, scary. Look at Mushu. He's real scary. I am Mushu! Mushu uses the command Fire Breath. This will cause Mushu to shoot rapid fireballs forward as long as you hold the command. When you trigger the command, Sora will point his Keyblade forward. When Mushu is dismissed, he will disappear in a cloud of smoke. I think it's really cool that all the gems that give you a summon have some kind of a nod to light in their name. Earth Shine, Water Gleam, Nature Spark, and Fire Glow. It's a small detail, but it's cool to see the nod to light being what summons them. Even the symbol on the menu beside the command shows that light is used to summon them. Another detail I wanted to point out is that when talking to the Fairy Godmother, she explains that these summon gems are what the characters turned into when their world was consumed by darkness. Their hearts were strong and their spirit turned into a gem when their world disappeared. Now this seems oddly similar to what happens to those who have a strong will in Kingdom Hearts 3. I really wonder if this is some kind of a nod to that world, seeing as how the Fairy Godmother knows so much about the final world in Melody of Memory. Also, if you're flying in Neverland and use a summon, Dumbo, Mushu, Genie, and Tinkerbell will stick around. The rest will disappear after you're in the air for too long. The last little note I wanted to make is that the backgrounds in some of the summon animations is similar to what happens when you summon the Mirage Tower in an enclosed area in Kingdom Hearts 3. I love the care and detail that Kingdom Hearts 3 took to pay homage to the original. Anyways, thank you to my patrons who support me, Tatsoomaki. There they are up there. All the money, every dollar is going to me. You're paying, you thought you were paying Bio, it's going to me now. Kind of messed up, if you ask me. I mean, I don't make the rules. I didn't break into his house. This is his video. Anyways, if you want to see more breakdowns early or schedule the breakdowns I want to do for each month, head over to my Patreon at Bio-Roxas.patreon.com. I don't know what that is. Patreon, it's in the description. It's not my Patreon either. I'm plugging someone else. It's his video though. It's mine, but it's his. I'm just here. If you enjoyed this video, click the cards on the screen to see some other breakdowns of Kingdom Hearts. Do you really copy paste? You really put isn't your outro the same in every video? Do you rewrite this every time? You wrote subscribe, by the way. Subscribe or share this video because Bio-Roxas messed up the script. That's a typo. I'm just reading the script. Also, I should probably add a line about, I should probably plug myself, right? And hey, if you want to check out my stuff, my name's Tatsoomaki, and I make Kingdom Hearts content, and I also stream a lot. I'm playing through Final Fantasy VII for the first time ever. One of the gaming's biggest sins. Everyone should have done that already. I haven't. I've never done it. And I also made a pretty neat, look at this, I made a Neato Mosquito video about Dream Drop Distance. I don't like that game a whole lot. I can't say that on your channel. People are gonna get mad. Thanks, bye. Mwah.